to Daily Dive. Here's what's coming up. Porch pirates beware. Stealing packages could land you in the slammer. We're going to dive into the new proposal some lawmakers are considering. Plus, a reporter goes live on Facebook, but he probably should have double-checked the camera. And this baby is capturing the eyes of everyone online. We'll dive into why she mean-mugged the doctors. The Daily Dive starts right now. All right, welcome in. Welcome to the Daily Dive. We have made it to another Wednesday.
Yes.
Woo.
Hump day it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, we got to get right into these stories. First of all, y'all doing all right? Everybody good?
We're doing
I'm
good.
good.
Can I just say congratulations to you and producer Eric Estrada. This was so cool to see how far you guys have come in such a short amount of time. You see the little cold open and little supers right there with our names
Very
on it.
professional.
This is pretty good.
Yo,
I'm impressed.
this is the Daily Dive, okay? So we've got to dive into the topics and whatnot. So yeah, again, if you're just tuning in for the first time, maybe, or maybe you've been tuning in with us for the past week or so, listen, we are digging into all of the top trending topics, and one big topic this morning in the state of Georgia, so our cousins, our neighbors, our brothers, our sisters, well, Georgia lawmakers are considering a bill that, if passed, it would mean porch pirates would get prison time up to 5 years. Have you ever had to deal with porch pirates?
Thankfully, I haven't had anything stolen off
Neither
of my
have I.
porch.
Yeah, me neither.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, and I want to
Yeah.
keep it that way. All right, so we know it happens a lot, but I was actually quite shocked when I read this. According to the New York Times, 1.7 million packages are stolen or go missing every day
Ooh.
in the nation.
He said daily.
Every
Yikes.
day,
But
1.7 million
should we
people.
really be that surprised by that though? Like some people, that's what they do for a living.
That's what I was just saying.
They
That's their
take it
full-time
and
job.
sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
That's
some.
follow the truck.
foolishness.
I get it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so right now in Georgia, these are, most cases, it's a misdemeanor, right? So you're usually paying a fine. But the new legislation is going to actually hopefully put a crackdown on these pirates. So we're asking you guys the question online right now. Would you like to see this become a law in Florida? Do you think this is a great idea? Is this even harsh enough for a punishment? 5 years?
Or is 5 years too excessive?
Is it
Let's
too much?
Make that an option as well.
Yeah.
Look, let me tell you how to deal with porch pirates. I've seen it on the news already, and I thought it was hilarious on the news. We reported it. It was so funny. There was a couple, I don't remember exactly where, but they put a bunch of their babies' dirty diapers in a box and put it outside. A porch pirate, he got duped by it. So I think that's the best way to deal with them. Things that'll make you laugh inside, like, ha, 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 you didn't get my goods.
back.
But I think 5 years is a bit much.
You think it's too much?
I think 5 years is too much. I mean, yes, it's not good to steal. You shouldn't
No.
steal. But 5 years, I mean, you're really ruining somebody's life. And maybe they just made one bad choice to take something. You know, maybe, of course, there needs to be some type of punishment.
Right.
But I think 5 years is a little excessive.
You know, unless it's a serial offender, right?
Right,
Because-
those repeat
Because
offenders.
I think you mentioned it earlier. There are people who drive around
And they follow
behind
the trucks.
those trucks because Amazon, you see the big old. I love when I see Amazon, by the way. Like, come to my house, but they see the big old signs on the side of the truck, so they know who to follow. And there are people that do this for a living. They go and they steal things and resell it. So those people, I think they should face a harsher penalty for sure. But like little kids, teens. Oh, I think this is cute and funny. You can't give them 5 years in jail. Come on. Or
Now
prison.
look,
Yeah.
I will give a teen maybe that because teens, we
They
were
make bad
all
choices.
teenagers and we did dumb things.
I've
Hopefully
never
not that.
done
I've never done anything like that. But I mean, you do things that you shouldn't do. But I mean, if you are an adult, you know how excited you get about that notification saying your package is coming today. And then when I get home, mine is not on my doorstep. It's gone, and you guys have told me that you delivered it, all because of somebody stealing it. I think 5 years is just enough.
Ooh.
I know
okay.
people don't want to
Steal
believe
from
it.
Brooks.
And we want you all to chime in. Is 5 years enough prison time? Let me recap you. So in Georgia right now, we know porch pirates, they are a thing. We deal with them here in Florida. But in Georgia, they are now working on a law that give those offenders 5 years in prison time. Do you think that's too harsh? Do you think it isn't harsh enough? I'm saying give it. I
You're a
want to
little
see
cold-blooded.
this. Maybe so, because you don't accidentally pick up somebody's package.
No, we know
Yeah,
it's
it's
an accident.
intentional.
Right.
It's well, good morning, Shannon.
Hey, Shannon.
Good morning, Cam. Chime in. We want to hear from you. What do you think about all of this? Because this is a conversation. That's what the Daily Dive
Right,
is all
that's what it's about.
Chit-chatting. So, I think 5 years is excessive unless it's someone who is a serial offender. Like this clown. No, I'm kidding. I don't know him. I don't know what he's done.
He is
But,
a clown because he's doing it. So
You also have to
I
catch
mean,
these
it's
people.
quite
How
simple.
often then are
Like,
there arrests in
This
these?
guy, this is kind of comical.
Right.
You know, like how often are these people actually arrested
That's
though?
That's the
True.
thing, they're getting away with it. And, I was saying this even a little earlier in the newsroom. We put the folks' faces on the news, but it doesn't go out. Like, it's a story for a day or two, and then that's it because they don't get caught. And
Right.
they just keep it moving. And now everybody has a Ring camera. Everybody has these cameras that picks up
So
the
they know
faces
you're
and
gonna see
stuff.
'em.
But you still can only see so much. Like, you usually don't know who it is. And as you can see, they all have hoods on. They all have hats on. Some of them even try to cover their faces and block their faces. I mean, of course, so they don't get caught. But still, that
Is
just
he wearing
doesn't
that in
make
his
sense to
pants?
me.
What are you doing?
Like,
It's kind of
bro.
shocking to me
Sir.
that they don't get caught because some of this video is pretty clear and social media, like you could see the video again and again. And I know you're looking like, hey, that's Mike or that's Bo. He looks familiar. So like, look at him. Look at this guy. His face is so clear. Someone recognizes
Somebody knows
him.
him. They're not going to rat him out, though.
Oh, I'd
They
rat
may
you
not
out.
call
Because they say snitches get stitches. That's what I've always
Stop
heard
it.
growing up.
I sing like a canary.
You're-
Don't ever
you're- that's
run
right.
around.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You do something crazy. So, did you all see this reporter out in Asheville, North Carolina?
Bless his heart.
He's out there trying to do his best to keep the community informed. We know storm coverage is a challenge in it all, because you're out there while everybody is at the house. They're chilling out. We're out there making sure you all know what's going on. Check out this video of the guy who had no idea that his random filter generator was on during Facebook Live. So he's out there letting the folks know, and every time he turns around, he gets a new filter on his face. So he posted this series of videos on his Twitter page
Oh my God.
saying, hey, he's not mad that folks are laughing. He says, if anything, it's okay to laugh at yourself. But I just think that is quite hilarious. Poor guy. There he is.
I am hoping that no one was seriously hurt in this storm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my
because then
gosh,
that
right.
would be awful.
Right.
I wouldn't be laughing so much. But if not, if everyone's okay, then look, this is hilarious. I didn't even know this was possible to have that filter on. How do I make sure I'm not doing that to
Oh,
my
I was going to say how you want to do it? 'Cause
No, I
looked
want to
you
make sure
up.
we don't.
Oh,
How do I?
During
I'm
like,
not going to tell you because
How
I want to
does
see if it happens to you.
see, I don't know how to do
That's
it
not
during
nice.
a live Facebook Live.
Yeah, it's like when you set the camera up, just like on all of your Facebook Lives and stuff like that. You set it up, and they have an option for you to put a filter on there. Now, I didn't know there was a random one where it keeps it moving. I'm thinking you just get to do it once, and then that's where it stops. You
Yeah.
say, "Oh, I just want this filter on the entire time," but no, it gives you a whole random filter.
I
and you
didn't
just
know
keep
that was
it
an
moving.
option. I want.
Which is
do you
crazy.
guys? Anyone kind of feel like he did this on purpose? Anyone?
I don't think so. I feel like that's risky. If you
And
would have
I
gotten
think,
caught.
especially during storm coverage, you know how serious something like that could be. I would hope that wasn't the case.
Okay.
I haven't really seen comments online with people coming up with that theory, but right when you were about to say it, I kind of was thinking to
Look at
myself,
the
I
eyes.
wonder. So he didn't realize until he came back over to the phone for a quick second while they were still live, and he's like, somebody's like, well, dude, what are you doing? Like, what's going on with all the faces? And he was like, what are you talking about? Because of course there's nothing in the
He couldn't see
screen,
it.
yeah, but,
Right.
when he's just looking at the screen, so he goes back around, and then they're like, "Dude, you have like all of these type of filters on top of you."
Aw. Hopefully, it was just Facebook Live, right?
Yeah, just
It wasn't-
Facebook Live.
So it wasn't on air. It
No,
wasn't on
it
television,
wasn't on air. So it was just Facebook
yeah,
Live.
he's
So
okay.
it's a little.
It's a good way for him to go viral now. See if he gets any other job
I think
offers.
he's already gone
Look at
viral.
you,
We have to
what-
see
I'm
what's
just-
going to
I'm
happen.
gonna be his agent.
His agent. That's super funny. All right, guys, we have also got to check into this one. Good morning to you all. If you are just joining us, we're going through a couple of different stories. One of our big stories this morning has been about the state of Georgia now pushing for a law that those porch pirates will have to serve up to 5 years in prison time. So right now it's a misdemeanor, so they're usually being fined, but now they want that punishment to be a little harsher. So we have to see if that actually becomes a thing, and we'll get back to that story. But let us know if you think 5 years in prison time is too much, or if it's just enough, or if it isn't enough. Did I say that? Is it enough?
You got it.
Is
You got
too
it. You got it.
Yeah, I think you got it.
I was saying too many enoughs, and I was like, Lord, which one am I on? All right, guys, so check out this picture that's going viral, and it shows a baby
Oh, I
really
love
showing
this
her personality. I mean,
Oh.
she is not playing with y'all. She seems to have somewhat of a little attitude, so we want to know what you all think about this. Newborn
There
baby.
she is.
Brazilian baby. She's born. She's giving the doctors what we're calling a death stare.
She's not pleased.
Now, it seems to fit her personality because her mother says she's already a pretty expressive baby, wrinkling her forehead when she's nursing or when she's getting her diaper changed. So, now, Keitha, the babies look like that when they...
You're asking me. I had a cesarean. I had no idea what they look like. I was like on the other side of the world. But I've never seen a baby come out out smiling or happy. They all come out crying. They all come out miserable because, for one, it's cold out here. They're all snuggled up, happy and warm. I mean, they're having a good time. Yeah, so I've never seen a baby come out, smiling. Now that would be something I'd want to see. Happy. But it's adorable. A death stare? Who came up with that? Stop it.
It is a death stare.
The baby is not mean mugging.
The baby looks
She's not
like
death staring.
No,
she does not.
It's ready to swing on somebody.
She's adorable.
That's what I look like when I wake up in the morning.
Look, you wake up, right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When
the
we're
baby's
all
like, hey, I was just doing just fine. But
I know.
I guess it's time to come out. But,
I said this to my husband. I'm like, this is what our kid's going to look like when he comes
my
out.
gosh,
You know what's funny though? We're talking about childbirth. I don't know. I hope it's not too much of you, Brooks. But so I remember when before we had, because I had twins, if you guys didn't know, and I spoke to the doctor about whether or not we do a cesarean or a regular birth, and he said he found that when he does regular births with twins, the first one tends to come out no problem. Second one is like, whoa! I saw what that kid went through. I'm not doing it. So you end up fighting with the second kid, and in some cases you end up having a cesarean anyways. That's why I was just like, whatever, just do the cesarean, not a regular birth, because I'm not going through all that.
That's so funny. That looks like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, that looks like a lot.
That's interesting. I wonder, I don't know what I looked like when I came out as a baby.
Just like this.
I'm sure
Still got that same
I'm sure
baby
I was
face.
quite handsome and whatnot.
Wait,
but
we didn't say all that.
But I mean, I'm just saying.
That's all right.
I probably was. Wait, some people are chiming in. Y'all are crazy. Some people are chiming in about our
Kimberly.
first story. Kimberly saying, I think they need at least 5 years. Kimberly, that's what I'm saying. I know everybody's like, maybe that's a little too harsh, but I think that is going to tell people, hey, you don't do this. You don't do something like this by accident. And I think you've got to, you need to feel some pain if you get out there and you're stealing people's things. Now, as Keith was saying earlier, there was a couple in some state that had ended up putting a whole bunch of baby diapers, dirty baby diapers out there in the box to get them back. So some people might think maybe that's the better option instead of taking it this far.
When I think of that, when someone goes to some place like prison for a crime like this, I'm thinking that's not too bright because they're going to come out even stronger of a criminal, You're going in there, all you know how to do is steal packages off of porches. You learn so much negative things in there, come out and you become a pro criminal. So I don't agree with this.
So maybe not.
I say serious fines. That's the way to go. Some jail time, definitely, but not prison.
You should have to pay back, especially like whatever you stole. You should have to pay it back to that person and
plus
double.
something.
Maybe that would be the
community service too.
Yeah.
Go to the neighborhood where you stole from and clean that sucker up, because everyone who drives by is going to be like, that's the guy who stole from
the thief.
Yeah, so that'll be a real punishment there. Go to the neighborhood that you stole from and clean it up.
Humiliation sometimes can be a good punishment.
That is definitely the way to go, especially for something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So Sue is talking about the baby saying it's the
stink eye.
Yes, Sue. Is that somewhat of a stink eye? And you have Kimberly that says the baby is definitely mean mugging.
I think the baby's adorable. So cute.
It's a great picture to have forever. Every time that kid acts up, you're like, remember when you came out and you looked like this?
That baby. So the baby's name is Isabella, by the way.
That's
So the baby's name is Isabella, and all is well over there. But that's funny that she's viral and
just got here.
Doesn't even know her name. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't
here.
even know her name, but she's already gone viral. That is
Camrell,
right
Mr.
there.
Foodies, you're watching. Talk to us. What's going on?
Is Mr. Foodies on here?
He's probably eating
watching.
breakfast. That's why. He doesn't have time for us. He's always eating.
Good morning to all of you watching. This is the Daily Dive. If you're just joining us, I see some people keep coming in and whatnot. So we were talking a little earlier just about the state of Georgia and how now if you are caught being a porch pirate, or rather they're fighting for you to, if you become a porch pirate, you would do 5 years in prison. So we're asking you, is this a little harsh? Legislators are pushing for this in the state of Georgia. And, we've been chatting about that. So feel free to chime in about this. Also, we're telling you about that reporter who was out there trying to keep the community informed on those snowy roads.
He's on Good Morning America right now.
Is he really? Oh, wow. He's right there on Good Morning America. See, he's getting all the exposure in the world. His name is Justin.
Justin, if you're looking for an agent, Katie has you covered.
I'll make a little commission.
Katie's gonna be the agent. Yeah, there he is. He's on the Daily Dive. He's on Good Morning America. He was on GMJ this morning. So he's just all over. Yeah,
he's compared to Daily Dive, no.
It is. Welcome in. But it's going to be a good Wednesday, everybody. I'm so excited. Y'all know I'm excited. What's one thing you're thankful for on this Wednesday?
Ooh.
That's
so many.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Give me one. Just pick one.
Jeez,
You know?
I
That's
mean,
hard,
my
right?
husband sent a picture of the babies this morning. That's my world right now. Obviously, the twins are what, almost 9 months. Oh my gosh, almost 9 months. I know.
They're gonna be a
Quickly.
year in like 2 days.
Quickly.
Isn't that crazy?
In May, actually, I was thinking about, because they're turning a year on May 28th. So I was thinking about actually bringing them on to GMJ.
You
so
should.
everyone can
You
finally
should.
meet my babies. Yeah, that'll
Yes.
be fun. That'll be fun.
Prangley would go.
Oh my
Crazy.
gosh.
I still haven't had an opportunity to meet the babies, but
I haven't met the babies either.
it's okay.
Yeah, so yeah, maybe I will. So everyone
Do
can meet them.
it.
But that what am I thankful for? I'm thankful that they're healthy and happy, and mom
I
is
know
healthy
that's
and
right.
happy, and I'm grateful, so grateful.
That's what it's all
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
What about you, Katie?
So many things to be thankful for. Everybody in the family's healthy. Everybody's good. Baby's healthy. We had a check last week. Heart rate's good. So
Yes.
that always makes me
She has a
happy.
strong heart rate.
Yeah.
yes.
So because you worry about every step. Like you always worry about the next appointment. So I'm glad everything's been great.
Yeah.
And the baby's coming in the summer, right?
Yeah.
In summer. Okay,
Nice when it's
that's-
nice and hot.
I know. That's exciting. Though.
Any
You know,
mamas
we're so
out there with
happy.
any words of wisdom? I don't
Ooh,
know.
yeah.
Sue
I'll
or
tell you what. Come
Kimberly?
July, August, I'm not doing a story that's not in air conditioning.
You're not playing around. You shouldn't.
Hold on, Sue was saying not more prison time, but I like the idea of steeper fines and community service.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
yeah. I can see that. All right, so we appreciate you all joining us today. Remember, the Daily Dive always happens at what time?
8:00. I
Yeah,
was
that's
right.
right.
It's
Yeah,
8
that's
o'clock.
right.
It
That,
starts
no,
at
that's
8 o'clock.
correct. We keep
Oh,
you
you
left,
wanted
yeah.
you want us to harmonize?
I put 2 fingers out there.
Oh.
so-
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
Yeah, all right. So y'all know what to do. Make sure you join us every single weekday morning, again at 8 o'clock on the First Coast News Facebook page. Y'all, it's going to be an incredible week. We're almost to the end. Friday's almost here. Not really, but we are getting a little closer than we've been since Tuesday and Monday. Be sure to join us tomorrow. We'll see you next time.